I changed my mind this summer.
Right.
Oh, but we've been watching.
Wow.
Go ahead and call the Public Works Committee meeting of Tuesday, February 10th to order. Roll call, please.
Chairman Mike Poor,
Present?
Alderman Barry Johnson,
Present.
Vice Chairman Mike O'Kane, Alderman Hightower,
Present.
Pashard,
Present.
Butler, four present.
Four present. We do have a quorum.
Excuse
Should
me,
be
five present.
Five present. And I believe Alderman O'Kane was up in the parking lot, but I could have been imagining things. But, okay, we do have a quorum. Moving on to item number 2, the approval of the minutes. These will be the minutes from the January 13th, 26 meeting. There's no correction. Need a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. You do have item number 3, the agenda. There are no deletions from the agenda, so need a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, moving on, audience comments, item number 4.
I have no comments.
Jennifer?
Okay, I think she had a birthday recently, didn't you?
She did.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday. Moving on to chairman's comments, I was telling some folks earlier, it's been a kind of a rough week. I've had 5 friends pass away, the latest one being Dave Schrader. Dave passed away last night. And some other friends, Gary Hackler and Brian Welsh and Julia Lisi and Art Cronkite, who used to come to meetings a lot, passed away as well. So, you just never know. Be thankful for every day you have.
Amen.
Chairman, for those who don't know, Mr. Schrader led the Danville Muni Band for a lot of years, and quite honestly, there were times where I didn't know if he'd be able to pull it together, but he made it happen. He was our accompanist when I was in high school for the choirs, and he's been a person that a lot of people he was there for a lot of people in their crazy times. And so, not that there aren't lots of people that weren't, but he just made a big contribution to the community, and all of them will be missed, and he will be especially sorely missed. And I'm just praying that we'll be able to find someone who can step up and lead the band.
Not only that, I had the pleasure of serving, Dave being the musical director for several Danville light opera shows I was in a previous life. I did, started with Dave with Leader of the Pack back in 1996 or 7, I think, 97 maybe. And did 5 shows with him and some murder mysteries and things. But yeah, he did that. He was also for the Lincoln Park Theater Company. Got to be in some shows with him there. And, just everything. He was an all-around good guy, but, as everybody says, cancer sucks. He's fought cancer for about 3 years, and, yep. He kept going, though. Kept going. He will be missed. Okay, moving on to the payrolls. We're approving the payrolls of February the 6th. Need a motion and a second, please.
Second.
Questions on the payrolls? See none. Roll call, please.
Alderman Johnson,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Hightower,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Butler, Poor,
Yes.
6 yes.
6 yes, thank you. We do have the next item, item number 7, approve the vouchers payable. These will be from February 10th run. Need a motion and a second, please.
Second.
Questions on the payables? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Alderman O'Kane,
Yes.
Hightower,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Butler, Johnson,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
6 yes.
6 yes, thank you. Moving on to Public Transportation Director White. There's no objection. We do have two resolutions. Basically, it's cleaning up, getting the buses transferred, and also an agreement with for repair or for maintenance on those. So A is a resolution authorizing the acquisition of IDOT vehicles. B is a resolution approving an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Danville and the Sangamon Mass Transit District. So if there's no objection, I'd take both those together, and we'll need a motion and a second.
Second.
Okay, Director White?
Yeah, so this will be 9 more buses and another van that we'll get from IDOT. 3 of those, 2 buses and the van are in Springfield. That's part of the intergovernment agreement. They're over there getting fixed. 2 of them are ready, a van and a bus, so we'll be going over to get those. Total cost about $14,000. One of them's getting a new motor. IDOT will then put $18,000 into our CARES grant to offset that money plus a little more. this is all the vehicles we're getting because this is all they have. So
So that'll be everything then that's been transferred over to us from,
they had
Chris
3 other
Master.
buses and they're going up north.
yeah. So that'll kind of satisfy the transition, I think, doesn't it, pretty much?
Yes, we're doing, just a little information, we're doing 148 rides a day right now. That includes work source, CrossPoint, and the dialysis patients. IDOT's getting a little pushy on opening up the complimentary paratransit for the county, so we got to get these moving. Tomorrow we have a call with EcoLane. That is the scheduling software to where people can go on and schedule a ride. It'll map out the routes for them. You guys will see that hopefully soon. I know this amount's probably going to throw you off a little bit, but it's going to be about $465,000 to outfit the fleet completely. The buses we have now plus all these. But the state is moving money around to where we'll get that money as well. But without the scheduling software, we can't do anymore. 148 rides a day on a spreadsheet is a lot of work. So, without this software, we can't do what we need to do for the people of the county as well as this city. So you guys will hopefully be seeing that pretty soon too.
Alderman Butler.
Yes, so otherwise, then you just doing the city of Danville right now, or are you going out outside the city?
So we are going out in the county, but it's just the contracts we have right now with WorkSource, with CrossPoint, and as well as the dialysis patients. So we go Hoopston, Rankin, Alvin to the north, as far south as Ridge Farm right now. But the one in Ridge Farm is almost to the Indiana state line. So I just ran that. We call it the Southern Route. I've ran it the last 3 days. It takes about 3 hours and 40 minutes. You go out through Oakwood, Fairmount, Catlin, Tilton, Belgium, Westville, Georgetown, and Ridge Farm. So yeah, we're out in the county, just not servicing like seniors and people that need doctor's appointments right now. But that's why we need this. We need these vehicles, as well as we got to get moving pretty quick with the EcoLane scheduling software, because we can, like I said, I have a great team. I know y'all have heard that before. But yeah, we can't we can't put any more on paper, because we're going to end up missing somebody. It's going to happen, unfortunately, because we're working off a spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're using just their buses to do that extra picking up, or are we going to be using our buses as well?
The plan is, when we get these remaining 9 buses, we won't use any of ours at all right now. Myself or a supervisor is filling in when needed, just because we don't have enough vehicles. Like that Southern Route, we put 12 people on it. So I take a bigger Ford that we have and run that route, just to take the pressure off them guys. But in the end, we will only use the vehicles that we obtain from Chris.
And so that bus that's getting repaired now is coming out of their fund that they're giving to us.
Yes. So the total cost for them will be around $14,000, and they will turn around and put $18,000 in our CARES grant, so that we can draw that money down. Plus, we did get a 1,000-gallon fuel tank put on our back lot, because we actually ran PSB out of fuel. So that's back there. That'll help cover that cost as well. So IDOT is really working with us. Any costs that we come across, incur from this transition, they're being really helpful in getting them taken care of.
So all the expenses will come out of the mass transit budget. That's state-
We're
state
going to
and
call
federal
it
funded.
Danville Rural Transit, but it will be, so there'll be Danville Mass Transit, Danville Rural Transit. I expect when we're fully up and going, we'll probably average about 320 to 325 rides a day.
So you have all your drivers now.
We have 10 full-time people, 2 part-time people, and it's taken all them to do what we do now. We're in the process of bringing a couple more on, and we'll continue to do that until we weed out what we want. I'll be honest with you, I've already let one go. Called in like the third day. I'm not going to waste their time or our time. So we've got a good group from over there. We've just about hired all the ones that was over there that we wanted. Unfortunately, one of them that was from over there was the one that got let go. But we're doing okay. It's day by day, you know. Yeah, a little tired.
Oh, yeah. Get some more people. Don't want you to burn out.
Nah, we're good.
Any other questions? Okay, roll call please on A and B.
Alderman Hightower,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Butler, Johnson,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
6 yes.
6 yes, thank you. Item of information, 9 or 8C, anything additional?
No, not. I mean, the only other thing we're working on, and we have been working on it. So FTA's, we're trying to buy the property to the north of us. It's Trident's parking lot. Then the city already owns the land to the north of that. So for what, 6 months? Probably the better part of 6 months, we've been going back and forth with FTA and IDOT whether a NEPA study needs to be done on that piece of property before we can buy it. FTA says we do need it because if we use any federal funds on said property, we have to have it. IDOT, on the other hand, says that we don't have to do it. But that's a decision that's going to have to be made pretty quick too, because we doubled our fleet, you know, basically overnight. So Trident is, you know, very receptive to us purchasing it, as well as they're letting us use it to park on, you know, the extra employees that we've had to take on. Public Works, little shout out to them. They put one of the emergency lights over there until we can get permanent lighting put up, and there's a camera being installed, so anything that's parked over there will be on video.
Thanks, Director.
Sir.
Moving on to item number 9, Public Works, Director Rui. We have 9A, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of real property and amending the fiscal year 25-26 Fund 310 budget. Need a motion and a second, please.
Second.
Okay. Yeah. So this is this year's, it's technically the 2025 Vermilion County Trustee Surplus Property Auction. It was held in 2026. It got pushed back a little bit of time. In your packets, you'll see an Excel list with all of the addresses of the properties, and they're broken down into essentially 2 categories, those that are structured and those that are not. Those that are structured, they haven't been conditioned for close to 4 years now. These are considered blighted properties. Now, if there are any that are close and on the line, you know, we do assess that. But typically, whenever they sit for 4 years, and they've likely sat before that, there's a reason these properties haven't had the property taxes paid on them. So these structured properties are gone typically. These are most of these properties that are structured are what I call, we're filling the hopper for our CDBG demolition fund. Most of them are CDBG eligible, and those are the allotted annual funds that we utilize. They have to be city-owned properties to utilize those grant funds. So this is a really good source for us to continue doing blight removal with those dollars. I believe there was 30 of those, and there's 24 lots. So there was quite a few vacant lots on the surplus auction in the city of Danville this year. Those that are listed here have a strategy that I'm willing to disclose to you, not in a public forum. What we can disclose is there's an East Main Street corridor plan that we're following that a good 90% of these properties can be found on. And the others are in neighborhoods that lack other structures around them. Okay, so there is logic behind each of these vacant lots, and there's 24 of those. This year, the price did go up on minimum bids. It was $1,000 per property and a $50 recording fee, so the grand total comes up to $56,700 to purchase 54 properties. Okay. Any questions?
Before those would have been turned into rental properties.
Yeah, very gracious of the county. I'm glad you mentioned something. They do allow for the city of Danville to acquire structured properties and properties that we have performed a demolition on via condemnation order. That those get acquired prior to the auction, so there's not an opportunity to be bid up on those structured properties. So they've been good partners on this.
Alderman Butler.
And so I'm just trying to get some clarity, I guess. You know, the ones that's BCT property, those have houses on them that we got to tear them down.
Yeah, those 30 that are listed here, these are all properties that are well on their way to probably in most cases collapsing, at least the roofs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And so these are homes that the taxes haven't been paid.
Yeah. So the way it works to make it to the Vermilion County trustee auction is the taxes do not get paid for 3 years. They become acquired by the Vermilion County trustee for 3 years. So if any party buys 1 year of taxes on any of these properties, they will not make it to the auction until it's 3 years of a consecutive trustee acquisition. Okay, so it's not just the individual property owner that doesn't want to pay for the taxes for 3 years. It's everybody else that has the opportunity to buy the taxes as well. That's the typical state of these properties.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Pashard,
Yes.
Butler,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Hightower,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
6 yes.
6 yes, thank you. 9B is a resolution approving an agreement between the City of Danville and Refit Properties LLC. Need a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
Logan?
Okay, so this may be somewhat familiar to the city council. These properties were considered by city council through a redevelopment agreement some six odd months ago. There was a redevelopment agreement that came to city council that was between the city of Danville and Taylor Homes and Construction.
Yep.
As most of you have probably seen, 4 houses have begun construction, and most of them are encapsulated. We got wind that Taylor Construction was not going to be able to complete these homes. So what do? We kick it into high gear and we figure out how to get them finished. We have located and have been approached by a semi-local contractor that is capable and hopefully willing to go to closing to acquire all 4 of these properties and finish them. Now that's Refit Properties or Refit Construction. We're pretty familiar with them. They are local contractors that do work in the city of Danville, and they actually constructed Friendlytown for the city of Danville. They are awarded that bid, so we're very familiar with their work. This resolution is essentially the transfer of what the prior redevelopment agreement was. It's the same exact redevelopment agreement with Refit Properties being listed in it. I consulted with both of our corporation councils. It's if you want to reference, H8 and 9 allow for the city of Danville to come back to city council and reconsider another developer. This has to happen in order for it to proceed. So with that, I will take questions.
Alderman O'Kane?
What comes out of our pocket?
Nothing. No, our commitments, that's why we're using the same exact redevelopment agreement. Our commitments have been made already financially.
We're passing on property, passing through property, and passing on other property.
Yeah, technically speaking.
And lowering their property taxes for 5 years.
Yep. Technically speaking, Taylor Homes is going to be passing the property, but since they're contractually bound to finish these, the city of Danville has the right to recapture. So yeah, we're in a way we're passing along the property. But yeah, enterprise zone. We already paid for the surveys of the properties, and we conveyed the lots for this project.
We're not paying anything for the houses.
No, nothing.
They're taking, okay.
They assume everything.
They assume everything, and the timeline stays the same.
Okay, questions? Just glad we have somebody that's gonna finish them.
Refresh me
Consider
on
us lucky.
Yeah.
Refresh me on the timeline.
Yeah, I'd have to pull that in the redevelopment agreement. I apologize. I believe it was towards the end of this year.
It's December. I believe it's December.
Yeah,
Okay.
December of this
31st.
year. Yeah.
Anybody else? Okay.
I saw, I was reading, yeah, man, there's a lot of restrictions there, and, you know, I suppose this, we have to be on our game, I guess. And, you know, I try to read all this stuff that you had of restrictions and agreements. I think I had one question. Now, you said the Rifford is gonna build some homes on the lots that he's going to.
They're already constructed. Taylor Homes, the original agreement that the city had with, has constructed the frames. They've been framed in.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them have doors and windows in them. They essentially, call it for simplicity, they're going to finish them.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm ahead of the program here that he's gonna build some more homes elsewhere, Oak Street, other places, or we just dealing with these 4 homes?
Just these 4. Yeah, this agreement is just these 4. That's correct. Yeah, there's several address points in here, but that they were so small that they needed to be combined to build 1 home on them. So it's still 4 homes, same project. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, Butler, it's the same basic agreement that was with Taylor Homes, just being transferred to another developer that's gonna finish them.
Right.
Yeah, to give some more positivity to this, there is 1 home that's already under contract to be sold, and it is on a tight timeline. So I believe Refit Properties is really going to push this along to get that 1 contract finalized, and one of these homes will already be sold as homeowner occupied.
And there's another home under contingency to be
Yeah.
homeowner occupied as well.
And these have to be owner occupied, correct?
It is not contractually bound to
Okay.
be owner occupied, but that is the ultimate goal.
But it is
verbally.
market value homes.
It is market value homes.
So if somebody as an investor wanted to buy it and make a rental, they could do that.
They could.
Was Taylor's original contract not to finish the home or just frame it up?
Oh no, they were to finish the homes.
Well, that's
If-
what I thought.
Yeah, if they did not do that by the end of December, we could have they could have been contractually bound to relinquish the ownership of that property to the city of Danville.
Okay.
Alrighty, roll call please on 9B.
Alderman Butler,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Hightower,
Yes.
Bouchard,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
6 yes.
6 yes, thank you. Item number C, 9C is a resolution approving a supplemental resolution appropriating MFT funds. Need a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Okay,
I'll take this one. We came and saw you last month about appropriating MFT funds for the Cape Seal and the Seal Coat programs. Since then, we had some ongoing discussions with our operations manager about some other areas of concern, and we've decided to expand our general maintenance program to include a crack seal program too, where we're going to go and do some joint and crack sealing on some targeted roads. The majority of these roads, they're slightly older roads, but they're in fair to good condition. And if we can joint and crack seal them, that'll avoid getting any, the idea is joint and crack sealing is probably our most affordable line of defense for preventative maintenance at $1 per foot on that stuff. Typically, anywhere from 3 to 10 years, depending on asphalt or concrete. I think there's just one section here that's a concrete road that's in good condition still, and the rest of it, I believe, is asphalt. But essentially, we're just expanding our general maintenance program to include a joint and crack seal program as some additional preventative measures.
Alderman Butler.
The streets that didn't get that top seal, are they gonna get sealed in the program?
I guess.
There was some roads there, I mean, it looked like they put the seal down and then we just put, pea gravel on top of it. And so, I don't know if it's gonna get sealed or not.
You're talking about the Cape Seal. You're talking about the Cape Seals?
Yeah.
So
Cape Seal.
Yeah, I was in a meeting here, Thursday, Saturday, I think it was.
Yeah, so there's two different treatments. The seal coat is what you're referring to, where it's just kind of an oil and then an aggregate coat, a rock coat there. And then there's a Cape Seal, which is essentially that treatment plus then a finish coat that comes over, and it's more of a thin asphaltic material layer. It's smoother. The seal coats are not going to necessarily get an additional treatment on that. Those treatments are a lower cost treatment that preserve those roads for 5 to 7 years. Typically, the Cape Seal is more of a 10+ year program where we do a little bit more of an advanced treatment. It costs us a little bit more money to do those roads. A lot of like conversion type stuff where we're going to go from asphalt to kind of getting in this preventative maintenance cycle, usually get a Cape Seal. For longer term or higher use roads, we'll typically get that extra level of treatment. Lower use roads, we typically stick with the seal coat treatment because we tend to get good life out of that, and it does the job. The intent is really just keep the moisture out. And if we can do it for $3 a square yard, we try to do that. If we can't, and we need to do it for $10 a square yard, we hope that we're getting 10 to 12 years out of those cycles. So we're kind of strategic about where we use that, because the finish seal that you're talking about, that Cape Seal on it, it adds another $5 or $6 per square yard to that. So we're kind of strategic about where we use that.
Okay, I forgot what streets that she lived on, and she'd been going through it all last summer. And then, of course, during the winter, we had the snow and got the gravel all in the yard and all that stuff there, with the snow being plowed.
Mm-hmm.
If you
have to get that
if you get that street specifically and want to give us a call, we can go take a look at it. We do have, after that rock gets put on, a period of time is in our contract that a period of time goes by, the contractor has to come back and sweep the loose rock off. So give us a call on what those are. We can come out, look at it, look at the contract, and then we can sweep it or the contractor can sweep it, one of the two, depending on, what we end up seeing there. But over time, the road will go back to looking just like it did prior to us showing up. Hopefully it's shaped a little bit better due to like the asphalt work that we do. But really, we're not in a position to upgrade the surface of any roads. We're just trying to maintain the roads and not let them get worse. And hopefully, help by we fill in those potholes and things like that, and then we seal it all up, keep water out of it, make sure that water flows well off of the road surfaces and that doesn't puddle in the middle of the road. Things like that are what we're really trying to do when we go through and do that little asphalt work, along these seal coat roads, and then we seal it all up. So as much as we would love to go through and re-asphalt roads all over town, unfortunately, that's not the situation we're in. But I think hopefully we're able to, we're able to keep up now because we've made it through a cycle and we're coming back through. This year will be like the first year of coming back through, and our road ratings have shown, I think, that we've improved quite a bit in and just the overall kind of rideability of the roads and the way the water flows off of them and everything like that. So anyway, I guess that's kind of like a breakdown. But if you have those specific roads, just give us a call and let me know what those are, and we'll make sure we get it rectified.
No, a lot of the roads that are getting seal coated, they had the edges already built up.
Yeah, so the goal is we went through, we built those edges up that first time through the list. The hope is that we don't have to do as much of that this time. We still may, but from what we've seen is when we got that asphalt down and then got it sealed up, we've kept water from getting underneath that asphalt, and it's kind of bonded pretty well together, and seems like it's going to be a pretty good method moving forward for minor repairs, but hopefully we have much less asphalt that has to go down every year, and our streets crews can move on to perfecting something else and being good at that. So,
But I mean, a lot of them already. So you'll see some areas that have that edge, just the asphalt along the edge.
yeah,
That are built. Those now will be getting the seal coat. So that'll all look the same.
yeah. When we get to the end of, so we'll do the seal coat program, and then if there are roads that have come in and come into our knowledge as time has gone on, we go ahead and just do it and get it fixed up, and then we let engineering know, and they add it to the next year's list a lot of times. But yeah, a lot of times we're trying to get water off the road and make it rideable where you don't bottom your car out going across intersections and things like that.
Other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Johnson,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Hightower,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Butler, Poor,
Yes.
6 yes.
6 yes. 9D, items of information. Anybody? Okay. Thank you very much. Moving on to item 10, closed session. There is no need for closed session. So, items 11, any other items of information, Mayor?
Just one, you may have seen that our favorite local reporter may have broke a story about Chick-fil-A this morning. So they have in fact signed a lease. So excited about that moving forward. The good thing about Chick-fil-A, whether you love it or hate it, it's the hardest franchise in America to get right now. So the fact that we got it is a good thing for Danville and our developer, and it will actually likely lead to more development in the community.
Okay, committee members' comments. Alderman Butler.
I got one, I didn't stay there the whole time, and had a great successful auction there this past week, and
Oh, gosh, yeah.
it was good to see the tallest man up in there walking around and everything there. It's good to see the Danville is involved, and she had a great success, and somebody in here that won that 50-50. I ain't gonna say his name, but
It was a great birthday present, and it allowed me to give them a really nice gift back too, Mr. Butler. So
I heard that.
Well, that's right, the mayor had a birthday. Did you turn 40? No.
that's it. Yep.
Happy
But Alderman Butler, and for those of you who are new on the council, I know you know this, but actually we host peer court here. That's held here in these chambers. They use our community room. Sometimes if they have a lot of things going on, they use my conference room as well. So that's one of the ways that we partner with them. But then also we had Public Works. We provided pool passes, some golf rounds through Harrison Park, as well as Community Relations provided them with some items too. So we support them year round with hosting their programming, but then also we are a part of the auction every year as well in various ways. So it's something I believe in. A lot of kids go through there, they get another chance. It's for first-time offenders. Those young people get another chance at life. A lot of them come out and do really great things. So really, really proud of all of our team for the ways they're involved in that, and thankful for the treasurer helping that out, helping them. He's making sure that we're getting those bids in. So.
Well, if anybody has a group that needs volunteers, when the kids need community service hours and things, from Peer Court, so.
And a huge shout out to Katie Osterber and her team. They do a phenomenal job. And even though they aren't technically with Peer Court anymore, Paul and Maria Schemmersheim, you couldn't ask for better people to give so much back to the community. And all of their board and volunteers are to be commended.
Yeah, because every now and then we get some kids that I'll be building out at the center. And Katie brings them out, send them out, and drop them off. And then before I got busy, I was one of the judges. you know, here as well, so it's just real good program.
Yep.
And, you know, we need more programs like that, you know, for our kids. To keep them on straight.
All the time, a lot of times, all they need is a little guidance.
A little guidance, exactly.
The other thing that I would mention too is just we need to make sure that our young people and their families utilize the existing resources we have. For example, Project Success has an amazing program at the high school, but you know, attendance is low. You know, they have 10, 12, maybe 15 kids. They can have 3 or 4 times as many. So I want to make sure that our families avail themselves of all of the opportunities that we do have available for our young folks as well.
Okay, anything else from anyone? If not, we have satisfied the agenda. Need a motion for adjournment.
I'll move that we dismiss so we can go see Fighting Line.
Second.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Everybody have a great week.
Thanks, Sharon.